can come. That is K and between K and P. K and P. Here M is constant. M is a constant. Right? Okay. In that case, the graph obtained is like this. This is K along the y-axis and P is along the x-axis. Right? And the graph obtained will be like this. In this case, M is equal to a constant, and we can say that K is directly proportional to P square. Because P square is equal root of 2mk, right? P is equal root of 2mk. Therefore, 2mk is equal to P square. That is, we can write K is directly proportional to P square. So this graph is like this. 3 graphs also I have explained. This is also important. And next is work energy theorem. According to work energy theorem, the work done by the net force is equal to the kinetic energy attained by the body. Suppose you are applying a force on a body, right? And a constant force is acting on a body, and the body's velocity is changing from initial velocity v0 to final velocity v after traveling a distance. Yes, understand? A body, it was moving with a velocity, initial velocity v0. At that time, a constant force is made to apply on the body. Then its velocity is changing from v0 to v after traveling a displacement s. Remember, the body is moving exactly in the direction of the constant force. That is, theta is equal to 0. Right? In that case, we can prove that the kinetic energy attained by the body is equal to the work done on the body, or the work done by the constant force on the body is equal to change in kinetic energy of the body. This is what we call work energy theorem. According to work energy theorem, the work done by a force, work done by a constant force on a body is equal to change in kinetic energy of the body. Am I correct? Remember, work done by a constant force on a body is equal to change in kinetic energy of the body. What are the considerations? The body was moving the velocity v0, initial velocity is v0, and at that time, a constant force capital F is made to apply, made to act on the body. Then its velocity is changing from v0 to v after traveling a displacement ds. Right? ds is the displacement. So we can say that work done by the force, as we have seen, work done by the force in that case is equal to W is equal to, we can write, only integration method I am using. Work energy theorem, only integration method, that is only necessary. In that case, we can write W is equal to integral V0 to V F ds we can write. F ds I can write because the force is acting on the body and the body is displaced by a value ds in the direction of the constant force theta is equal to 0. Therefore, F dot ds equal to F as cos theta is equal to F s into cos 0 is equal to 1, that is equal to F ds. I can write. Am I correct? The body was, what was the initial velocity of the body? That is V0. Right. Constant force is applied on the body. Then the body whose velocity is changing from V0 to V. After how much distance traveled by the body? Displacement of the body is equal to ds. Am I correct? So this is the fact. So this one we can write this as equal to, but F is equal to ma. But here F is equal to ma. That is equal to m into dv by dt we can write. Therefore, this is equal to integral v0 to v into what? M into dv by dt into ds I can write. Am I correct? So this is equal to m into integral v0 to v m into what? ds by dt first of all, right? ds by dt into dv. But ds by dt is equal to v only. Therefore, as we have done the last case, same thing as it is. W is equal to integral v0 to v into m into dv, m into v dv. V dv. ds by dt, rate of change of displacement is equal to velocity, v dv I rho. M can be taken outside. Therefore, m into integral v dv is equal to v square divided by 2. Within limits what? d0 to v. So this is integrated and applied with the limits. M is taken outside, integral v0 to v, v dv is equal to v square by 2. Integral x dx is equal to same thing. Integral x dx is equal to x raised to 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. That is x square by 2. In the same way, integral v dv is equal to v raised to 1 plus 1 divided by v raised to 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. That is will be v square by 2. Same thing as it is. We have already said that integral x raised to n dx is equal to x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Or if it is x raised to 1, x raised to 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. That is x square by 2. This is the theory in integration already taught to you. Now this is integral, that is m into, first of all, upper limit. Upper limit is equal to v square by 2 minus lower limit, that is equal to v0 square divided by 2. This is equal to half mv square minus half mv0 square. This is initial kinetic energy, this is final kinetic energy, and this is initial kinetic energy. Therefore, work done by a force is equal to change in kinetic energy. If body is acted by a force and the body is changing its velocity from v0 to v, then it can be proved that work done by the force is equal to change in kinetic energy of the body. Change in kinetic energy means final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. So this is what is called work energy theorem. So today I am finishing this class today. Tomorrow I will come with another new topic in the same lesson, right? Till then, bye bye. Thank you very much.